Well, good. Welcome everyone. This is Hydeo. I'm here with Shadow.
Welcome. Good to see everyone.
I figured we'll do something a little different today. Like, you may know us for occasional let's plays and live stream, and I do mean occasional. Do not worry, things. Well, it's taking a little.
Back on track.
He said it better than I do. But until then, I figured we might as well start. At least do something. I know we can keep track of. So I figured once a week, with the exception of special events, we have maybe a little podcast discussing events, like in the gaming world, and news. Pretty much anywhere you can find anything you can find. So I think I'll
be sure to comment with any ideas or suggestions down below too.
And we do appreciate the subscriptions.
Always.
Right now, and in case you're wondering what's being played, it'll be shown on the bottom right. But for this, but always we're playing some Metro City Rampage. Okay.
And the topic for now is.
Oh yeah, let's get to that. The first topic should be one you should. The first topic actually something I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit. But we can get to that because there's something I want. I was thinking the first topic should be the age-old debate about violence and like video game violence and how it's affecting our community, so to say. So, Shadow, what do you thought on that?
Then how about we bring up old-fashioned cartoons like the Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote, Bugs Bunny. It's what we grew up on. There's nothing but violence in that.
The ironic part is a game I'm playing. It's pretty much violence paradise.
Right. So the thing about all of that is that violence is just a thing. For example, if we was to take, let's do it with the example I gave. Okay, Wile E. Coyote in that Roadrunner. Think of all the violence that's in that. Every 5-10 seconds.
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there. Just to point out the obvious. I fucking love that the Looney Tunes growing up, and I was looking forward to every time Wile E. Coyote came up. I was just filled with so much happiness.
Oh yeah. See, an entire generation, if not 2 or 3, grew up. Probably 2. Grew up on that kind of violence. So by saying that watching and playing violence causes violence is a large misconception. Now do keep in mind that some people may try to act out based off of what they see, but to take the small few and punish everyone for that doesn't seem like the right thing.
Okay, hey. Actually,
that's my opinion.
But funny you should bring that up, because obviously, this violent video games are the only games that's out here. That's out here. We have puzzles. We have puzzles. And more recently is simulators like Stardew Valley and hell, even Job Simulator on VR. But I've noticed they don't.
I like the Five Brains series. It's based off of puzzles, creating and solving, but its main thing is just violence. It's violence set in puzzle form.
I love the Professor Layton series mostly because its puzzles are logic based.
Of course, logic is wonderful.
Okay, and a little side note, hopefully we have a couple more showing up later on in the podcast, but due to scheduling conflicts, they couldn't make it right away.
Unfortunately, they'll sometimes hop in from time to time.
Okay, so I want to save some of the good stuff for them. So that's reason why I'm just picking random topics.
So what do you think they should do about all this violence in the video games and whatnot?
Well, the thing I see, the problem I see is the fact. Okay, sorry, I have a little speech impediment. My bad.
Who cares about speech impediment? Just talk normally and everything will be okay.
Okay, see, from my point of view, it's the parents who have the problem, the most problem with it, because it's always someone bitching about it. It's always this may sound like a broken record.
That's the nature of things.
This may sound like a broken record, but in my opinion, it's really up to the parents to decide what's
good for their kids.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, except on a few exceptions. Things like Grand Theft Auto are not meant to be played by kids.
Yeah, but who ends up buying these games for their parents?
It's always the parents or some family. I understand that. I can accept that it's the parents' right to pick what they want their kids to play. But they have that white box at the bottom for a reason. That white box is to determine at what point it is suitable for them to play based off what's all in there. Because some things should not be exposed to a kid so early on.
Like, if you have responsible kids, then more power to you. But I'm all speaking from a general standpoint here.
Yeah, it's more of a personal standpoint. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. That's just ours.
Hold up 1 second. Fuck. Hey, it looks like one of us is gonna can't make it tonight, but
So is it number 3 or number 4 if we couldn't make it?
Number 3.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and also didn't want to invite number 4 just yet, cause.
Oh, right. Well, you know, even though they're not here, it wouldn't hurt to introduce them.
Well, one of them, I don't know that handle, so.
Okay.
And the others. Okay, let's just give number 3 their handle and a temporary handle, so
Right, we can introduce them.
yeah. Our third member who will be joining us a lot more often, it will be known as X-Ray.
Sounds good.
And I guess we can give you-know-who the handle of Jedi Wannabe, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good name for number 4.
Okay.
I mean, if we're talking about the Jedi here, we could probably talk about KOTOR a little bit.
Oh yeah, trust me, that's on the bracket.
So why don't we go with next? Your favorite game and why is your favorite?
Well, you know that, but
yeah, but we gotta tell the audience, don't we?
yeah, true. I was just trying to set. Yeah. Anyway, mine happened. Like, as many of you know, as some people, well, the few people in this chat room know, RPGs are my bread and butter.
Yep. And those who have kind of stayed with us, but also not at the same time because we haven't been active for a while. Yes, you guys do.
Like, I'll play anything, but RPGs are what I specialize in.
Right, but which one's your favorite?
I'm getting to that. Like, it's obviously Kingdom Hearts. I mean, those who know me know I'm obsessed with the Kingdom Hearts series. And as for why I love number 2 the most, I'm not gonna lie, I really do not know. Like,
Ambiance?
I'm gonna go with that. But speaking of that, that's actually a good segue into our next discussion, which is one of the ones we were gonna save for 3 and 4, but since 3's not on, I figured now better time than any.
Right. No X-ray, and the Jedi is not here yet. Got it.
So Kingdom Hearts 3, you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to watching you play it.
And yes, there will be a blind Let's Play of that series almost immediately once the game comes out.
I expect nothing less from its biggest fan.
Okay. I figured you know just enough we can discuss some of it. Okay, first off, the new theme song. What do you think? What did you think about it? I sent you the link to it a while back. Can you actually listen to it? Correct?
Right.
So, with based on your knowledge of the Kingdom Hearts series, what do you think it fits?
So, my knowledge of Kingdom Hearts is very limited compared to yours. I would say for the purpose of it so far, of what little I know at least, I'd say it fits.
Okay.
And also considering how well that that I'm pretty sure they are gonna do it. We know that we're gonna put it in the right spot too.
Okay.
That will also help.
Okay, here's something you can
put. Not just feel it like it is.
Okay.
Even better.
Well, that was only 2 minutes of the song, so we're hoping to get more of it soon.
We will. Have no worries.
Okay, even you with limited knowledge can talk about this one. There's rumors about implementing Marvel and Star Wars into the series. What do you think?
Into Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, cause Disney owns the rights to both Marvel and Star Wars, and they recently acquired the rights to Fox. So it means technically Simpsons is owned by Disney at this point.
Well, why don't we start with Star Wars then? The way I see Star Wars happening is I like all these characters: Anakin, Darth Vader, same person, but not.
Like
Luke and all this, but I think they need some more of these side characters.
Like the question isn't whether you like them or not, cause obviously people do.
Right. No, what I'm saying is like
the question
they should implement.
Like, should it be allowed in the Kingdom Hearts series?
Most definitely. But like I'm saying here, they should try to go outside of what's already gone and past. Like they shouldn't use Darth Vader because he's already dead.
No one dies in the Kingdom Hearts in the Kingdom Hearts universe.
But still, they could, however, use the White Vader as a side quest or something like that, right?
Possibly.
That everyone would enjoy. I mean, everyone loves Darth Vader. They'd like to see him in there.
Like maybe as I want to call minigame mode, because Atlantica's confirmed not to be back due to the fact that Ariel's now summoned, and we haven't heard anything about 100 Acre Woods yet.
Right. I mean, they could pick a white Vader versus a Darth Vader. I'd enjoy going through that story.
Okay. How about Marvel?
Marvel's Batman, right?
Iron Man, Captain America.
Yeah, okay. Based off of what I know on Marvel, which I believe is quite a bit, I believe they have a huge possibility with Marvel. Not only do we have these iconic characters that everyone just knows and loves, there's also these other characters that never really got the chance to shine in these newer generations. Hundreds, if not close to 1,000 or more characters that most people don't even know about. And if they're looking for a great way to get them introduced, I think doing things like Kingdom Hearts be a really good way to do it. To bring them in with some of the iconic characters here and there, and that would be wonderful.
Okay, Jedi's not coming, so it's just you and me today.
All right.
Okay, so stupid question, but how do you feel about the Muppets on coming in? Because Disney does own the rights to the Muppets as well.
Only if their world is a musical.
So the Atlantica, pretty much.
It has to be a Muppet style musical though.
It's essentially what Atlantica was, but Muppets themed. Is that correct?
Kind of. I was thinking, like, cause we know, Miss Piggy there, she can be kind of vicious, right? So why not a battle type theme, performance?
I'm on.
You kind of see them kind of whacking them here and there, and then off comes the hero to save the day, and music continues as you fight.
Okay, how do you feel about Toy Story and Monster Hunter becoming a world? Because those have been confirmed already. Not Monster Hunter, Monster Inc. My bad.
I knew what you meant. So if we go to Toy Story first,
and for the record, when it comes to Monster Inc., we're talking about the first movie, not the second movie. And as for Toy Story, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be based on its own thing, really.
The only thing that has to be in the Toy Story series part that I do care about are those little alien things. What are they called?
I think that's called aliens.
And you have to have the claw there as well.
We haven't seen.
As long as those guys are in there with Woody in them, I'll be satisfied. Without them, it's not Toy Story.
Well, Woody and Buzz have been confirmed, which brings me up into our little semi-topic. It's been confirmed that all party members will show up at the same time. Like, if a world has, like for example, let's say you're in Agrabah. By Kingdom Hearts 3 logic, not only Donald and Goofy will be active, but so will Aladdin. How do you feel about that?
I'd have to see that one in action. As long as it's done properly, it sounds like it could be good. But only if it's done properly.
I'm not gonna lie, I barely use guest characters in one, most because of all those Trinity marks that are scattered all over the place.
Of course.
Okay.
But that's okay.
What my biggest problem is the fact that it's coming onto Xbox One. We actually discussed this a little while ago, but I don't think it's a smart idea that you can introduce a game into another console, like a beloved game series into another console, without some way for that particular console to have access to the original game. For example, the Dead Rising series used to be an Xbox 360 exclusive, right?
Right.
Over the years, they've been allowing other people to play their games. Like, oh, how about this?
That's kind of funny.
How about this? Recently, it's been announced. Recently, it's been announced that the Crash Bandicoot 2 Insane Trilogy is coming on to Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
Okay, that one is easily explained.
No, my question is, should Square Enix release a compilation of the other games sometime before or after Kingdom Hearts 3 to the Xbox One, so Xbox One players can get to try these games out for what could possibly be the first time as well.
So basically, what's going on here is we take your Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy there. What's going on is they'll take it and they'll put it onto the main console there. And then, if it's popular enough, right, they'll do some surveys or some kind of information gathering. Surveys is just better. What they'll do is, if they have enough votes towards it, they will take it and they will announce a release towards it. Towards another device type, and based off of how that one does, they either stop it or continue it to the others. Anyway, take like the Crash series for example. They're expecting that one to do very well. We're releasing it on both the Xbox One and the PC as well, right?
And Switch. In fact, the Switch was announced via the last Nintendo Direct.
Right, that's my point. That itself is just a lot of money.
I guess I can.
By investing that money, they have to be 100% sure it's gonna work.
I guess I can see your point.
So as long as the fan base is there, I would say absolutely. There's no reason to make a company or a game go either out of business or extinct because of a bad business move. Because then everyone would be dead.
Okay. Well, actually, that's actually a perfect segue into our next topics. Spyro Remastered.
I'm actually really looking forward to this one.
The question in my mind is, do I want to pre-order the physical copy or get the digital?
I'm gonna pre-order, straight up.
Yeah, well, it sounds like we're both pre-ordering. The question is, are we pre-ordering the digital or the physical?
I would say physical. I imagine this is gonna be a pretty big thing. Like, space-wise.
I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that too, but at the same time, there's actually from what I gather, there's a pre-order. I may be wrong about this, but there's actually a pre-order bonus for. You get a theme for pre-ordering it on the on the PSN store.
I don't know. Even if that was the case there, I still think a physical copy would be better overall.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in the same boat, same way, cause I never pre-ordered anything off of the PSN, so I really don't.
I'm just too paranoid for all that. then again, you know, that's just me.
Not to mention, I don't know I don't know how the pre-orders on PSN work, to be honest. So
I'm sure it works the same way as all the others. It'll just instantly go into your library once it's out.
like I'm thinking it may be similar to how Steam does the pre-orders, because I pre-ordered my copy of South Park Fractured But Whole, and it is downloaded like a couple days before it came out, and they gave me the activation, and they essentially unlocked it come midnight of that day.
Yeah, so it sounds like it'd be something like that. I mean, if the fans know, I'm sure they'll be happy to answer. I don't buy things online.
Yeah, use me for that.
That's right, Hydeo.
Okay.
I sure do.
Okay. And you don't have that much knowledge on Spyro, do you?
I've played all of them, but it's been a while. I don't remember all of it. How about this? What do you think they have changed from the original?
Most from what I see.
If we look at the Master series, they've changed a few things that are important.
Yeah. Okay, I figured that's a good time to talk about that. What do you want? What do you want to change from the trilogy? Because it's gonna be the remastered It's gonna be the remastered of the first 3 games.
Right. Like I said, I don't really remember much about it, but I'm all about plot, right?
Well, the plot.
As long as they take some of the bugs and fix some of the bugs, they can change it or keep it however they want. I think it's gonna be really hard to mess up Spyro.
Actually, I've been looking around, and there's actually two changes that most people are wanting to see.
Okay, and what's that?
They want to add the hover. Most people want to see add the hover and to have the hover added in Spyro 1, because it wasn't introduced until Spyro 2.
I can definitely agree with that.
And
definitely be nice.
The gym finder gets introduced in Spyro's 1 and 2.
I don't remember that one.
It was a special ability that this box can get after beating one. I believe the second Sparks mini game. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Essentially, by holding R1, L1, R2, and R2 at the same time, Sparks will point in the direction of any gems you have not collected in that level.
Ah, so it's a gem finder, okay.
Yeah, I did say gem finder.
I would say that I'd personally be okay with that coming in.
Like,
but I would say that it has to come in post game, not pre.
Yeah, like making a award for beating the final boss.
Right. That way it'll help you finish the game. I think that would be the best use.
And you know, trophies are gonna be a part of this, cause let's face it, we live in that age now.
You know, we're gonna platinum all three of them.
Oh, I'm working on platinum all 3 crashes. So soon. Just have to requiet the game.
After you platinum that one, send it over my way so I can platinum them as well.
I have to reacquire it first. I had to trade it in for reasons.
Of course.
It's on my list, so don't worry.
But my point still stands though. I bet it'll take me a shorter amount of time to platinum, and then it'll take you.
Probably, like I said, RPGs are more my bread and butter.
Well, you can still call Crash Bandicoot an RPG.
No, it's
just an old style. It's an older style.
Crash is not. Yeah, Crash is straight up platforming.
See, but I'd say it's still got some of the RPG aspects to it though.
You're thinking of the spin-off games. F that.
I don't think so. It's possible.
Okay.
Even if we stick with the ones that I've seen on the Insane trilogy, it is a 2D platformer.
Nope.
You can still say it has some
3D
aspects to it.
3D platformer.
It's 3D. You're right. It's 3D now. 2D then.
Okay, this is actually a good. This is actually a good time to talk about something I've been wanting to ask you for a while. What with this talk of remasters? What game series are you wanting to get the remaster treatment? It doesn't have to be series. It could be games in general.
Okay, so personally, my favorite game is The Legend of Dragoon. Since I'm like a diehard fan of that game, I even own all 4 original discs in 1 copy with the original case and whatnot. I would love to see that remastered.
Like, and let's talk trophies, because you know it's gonna be implemented. There's no way around that.
Oh yeah, I expect I expect most of those trophies to be super hard to obtain.
Like maybe maxing out all your characters' levels.
Another trophy I'd expect is finding I think it's Rose's accessory. I think it was a hair accessory. I want to say it was a hairpin, but it might not have been. Finding and just getting all those swords and whatnot. Collecting all of the Dragoon crystals.
And maxing out your D levels, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
And
getting it 100% perfect when maxed out on a normal attack.
like do your additions like 25 times.
Take the spell with those item spells, the attack spells. And get and max it out. You be a trophy for each one, or 1 trophy for all of them.
If it's gonna be a 1 trophy for all of them, you can bet your ass it's gonna be a gold. That's gonna be a gold.
Oh yeah, it'll be totally worth it though.
How long would you think expect people to platinum this game, Legend of Dragoon?
I would say if we go hardcore gamer, I would go maybe a little over a week. But if we go the average player who's not straight up hardcore, playing it 24/7, whatnot, maybe a month or two. Doesn't have to be insanely impossible, but extra hard.
Actually makes sense. Okay. Okay, well, E3 is coming up, so what do you... So, besides the obvious, which is Kingdom Hearts 3, and according to Jedi, Crackdown 3, what are you wanting to see announced? Like...
Personally, I know that this is just a me thing, and it's also it is a hope of X-Ray that they take the Borderlands 2 and or 3. I'd be okay with either one, hopefully both, to be put onto the Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Borderlands 3 was rumored to be announced this year. You picking that?
I think summer.
You picking it up?
Moment.
You gonna pick that up when it comes out?
The moment it comes out. I mean, I'm expecting a Switch version as well.
Actually,
Just personally taking Borderlands on the go just sounds awesome. I know that this may be just the frame of me talking of both Borderlands and Mass Effect, but I hope they take it in kind of a Mass Effect 4 space travel.
I don't know. Like, speaking of Switch, that's something I want to talk about. How did you feel about Nintendo's the first year of the Nintendo Switch? Do you think it went strong? It started out strong, or you think it released all these good titles way too early?
I think it's just like in baseball. You start out with those heavy hitters, and then about after the first 2 or 3 heavy hitters, you start batting out normally, and you bring up those heavy hitters again, and those normal games, those normal batters that are on the bases get straight to home. Instant 4 points.
Okay, so can you explain that, simplify it for those who stay inside 95% of the time?
Okay. So basically, take the super strong titles. For example, Zelda. That was like a super heavy hitter for a starting game. Especially how awesome that is, how big it is, and all the work that's definitely put into it. Normally, you'd expect something like that to be released probably a year or 2 after it came out. They decided to come off strong. They wanted to surpass the others. And the other thing, the consoles that they had in the past, and all the other consoles that they competed. So they're starting off strong. And then you have some of these more, we'll call normal games, like that boxing. What's that called?
Arms, I believe.
What?
I believe it's called Arms.
That's it, Arms. I would call that a normal game. Because it was specifically designed for the way the Switch works. those would be the more normal games, right? They're fun, they're great to have, and another one is the other one that you can have multiple people on. You don't have to look at it, hold the screen for all of them.
Okay. Hey, if you, yeah, besides Borderlands, if you can have any game on the Switch, what would it be?
Let me finish first.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
And the little. Alright, so after you have games like that, these average games that everyone still loves, but which you wouldn't call heavy in any sense of the word. You go out and you throw in another heavy hitter, and then you've basically surpassed everything else. What that game might be, who knows? Some super popular game that everyone's expecting and looking forward to. Well, instead of being put on the PS4 or the Xbox One, it goes onto the Switch. Or both. Something like that. And what was the question?
So
I forget.
Any game besides Borderlands, like that's already out, well, Nintendo Switch. What would you like?
What would I like? Ooh, gotta give me a moment to think about that.
I know it's a little too ahead of. I'm not expecting this, but I would like Grand Theft Auto.
How about if we go one of the older Nintendo titles that I adore to pieces?
Which is?
Gauntlet Legends for the Nintendo 64.
That was on multiple.
I understand, but I want the Nintendo 64 version to be released onto the Switch. To me, that was the best version of it. And it was just the most fun.
I'm hoping Grand Theft Auto or Grand Theft Auto 5 or maybe even maybe even one of the Persona games to be released onto the Switch.
I thought about Persona, but I don't see Persona being one that's going to be released here. I see Persona being released third year.
I'm not talking about when it's coming. I'm talking about in its lifespan.
Oh, in its lifespan, I don't see why it wouldn't be. If we're talking Grand Theft Autos, I still say 2 is the best one to put on the Switch. Because it's more true to the Grand Theft Auto name.
Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, I'm actually playing a game that was inspired by Grand Theft Auto 2 for the footage.
Really?
Yep.
I haven't played that one yet, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, how do you like? Well, how long do you think the Nintendo 3DS have in its life?
Like left?
Yeah.
I don't see it going away anytime soon.
I mean,
for years and years.
With the Switch, you essentially have both a home and a portable console, so.
Yeah, but the 3DS is still pretty popular, very popular. And even though Pokemon I think is done on the 3DS.
Yeah, the next
Get rid of it.
the next main series game is confirmed to be on Switch. They did recently release a spin-off game called Detective Pikachu. I haven't played it yet, but I heard good things about it. So
I did too, but that's what I'm saying though. Just because the main series Pokemon games are gone from the 3DS, does not mean that it's over.
The problem with it, I don't know if I'm folks that kind of cash on what could consider to be a spin-off, so I'm kind of waiting for a price drop on that one.
The only thing I don't want to see are the microtransactions by using real life money.
For using Pokemon?
For any of these games that's gonna be released.
I never heard of Nintendo doing. I can't say that because they did it with Bravely Default.
I don't know.
No, they did do microtransactions with Bravely Default.
I think personally, like, if you take multiplayer games, they're mainly where you see them at in the first place. I mean, you take a character, well, you can take person A, where I would play 60 hours worth of gaming into game X, and then person B can spend $60 and be just as strong as person A, who spent 60 hours actually playing the game and running the game.
Now you against the microtransaction, yet you played Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Sadly, microtransactions is a thing in that, and I hate that about it. But I am a fan of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I really am. And since I'm a gamer, I can take those people using those microtransactions and defeat them anyways. But that's me. Not everyone can do that.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I do not know how to feel about microtransactions. Like,
I just don't like it.
Like, see, my problem is, like, they'll, like, take the Bravely Default, for example. They do that, and they do the microtransaction in the form of SP potions. It'll let you use your Bravely second ability a lot more often.
Right, but the way... This is the gamer in me, keep that in mind. But the way the games are played, right? They shouldn't need to buy things like that.
Like, you don't have to buy. I just want to point out, you don't have to buy. You don't have to buy anything. You could just keep your 3DS in sleep mode for a few hours.
I know, but still, you take that, because you take all those transactions that you spend on say one game, you could get in a few hours worth of play. And also cheap too, so that's also part of my opinion.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's all that money you could put towards other things.
Like,
Yes, you enjoy the game, but you could take all that money you put towards microtransactions, and you could probably save it all up.
okay.
Maybe go on a.
How do you feel about loot? Like, how do you feel about the microtransactions' biggest sin, the loot boxes?
What?
Loot boxes.
Say that again. Loot boxes?
Yeah.
I don't know much about that, actually.
Seems that you played Battlefront 2 and
Oh, the crates and whatnot to get the special gear.
yeah, loot crates. My bad.
Okay. I'm caught up with it. Personally, I don't like it. Like I said, it kind of takes the fun out of playing it for the person. It's like taking a level 6 character in Borderlands and fighting level 1s.
Yeah, this is why I don't.
It's fun to watch them explode in their tiny itty bitty pieces as the head flies off in the air.
This is why when I play 14, I don't. When I play 14, I don't PAL level my characters.
I mean, personally, I don't see anything wrong with leveling up your character as long as you do it, you know, the normal way, the good way, actually playing the game. It's like those guys and shooters that decide to when you play online with them, they'll float up in the air and you use a sniper rifle way outside the map, where they think that they're untouchable. If you have to do things like that to enjoy the game, odds are you're probably playing the wrong game. You may find it fun, but there's probably a better game out there to find more fun that you can play the right way. I'm not saying anything bad about those kinds of people, but yep.
Okay, let's. So we're running out of ideas to talk about here, folks.
I'm running out of time.
US.
5 minutes left. So I'm signing off.
Do you want to call it a night?
Absolutely.
Okay, that'll be for all for us, folks. Join us here next week. Next week as we for another podcast. This is Hydeo
and Shadow, but remember that the truth is always better than a lie. Sugarcoating things never works. So tell us how you really feel about this first one.
Yep.
Good or bad.
And we'll try to use that to improve. So this is us signing off.